The battle of the century is upon us, my friend. Fuji versus the Panasonic that could. The little loser with the tiniest sensor of them all. The color science versus the stability. What matters more? Let's find out.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So we got the Fuji XT3 Ninja Walking, perfect stability. Kit lens, 18 to 55. I've determined that the 10 to 24 is a piece of shit. It's garbage. It's too unstable. A helicopter leaf fell, and that's good luck for 20 years. Oh, lucky me. So for vlogging, I have determined that this is actually the best for Fuji, the kit lens, the 18 to 55. I haven't tested the other loser one that's 3.5mm aperture. It's probably better, it's wider, it's lighter, but the 2.8 is what makes this magic. It's slightly cinematic, just like this one is. 1.7 versus 2.8. It's like similar. I like that slight subject separation. We're not trying to blur out the whole background here like a freak. Oh, we got some wobbles. I wasn't paying attention. We don't have to pay attention on the Panasonic. We just walk wherever we want. Oh, maybe a little bit. So stable. How dare you, car? Now, one thing I will say I love so much about the Fuji system is the auto exposure. It does step a little bit. It's a stepchild, possibly unwanted, but it's nice. It exposes for the face, whereas the Panasonic, watch this. It's pointed at my shirt right now. We're dark. Watch what happens when I try to expose for my face. And now, it takes a while, but it gets there. Do we not? I think I've figured out some life hacks. The eye dynamic setting on low keeps me pretty exposed. Only the sky is clipping. There's no birds up there. What are you, a bird? FedEx, my nemesis. I was like, what's that noise? It had to be him. That better be my package. What's up? So initially I wanted to say Fuji has the superior auto exposure. It's not as smooth as Panasonic, but it feels like the skin tones are better. Like it just exposes for the face, although that's looking phenomenal. Panasonic with the new setting, oh my God. You know what's depressing? This is the best camera, the G85, and we still can't beat it. 13 years after its existence. It's so sad. It's the perfect camera, it really is. Now another advantage to the Fuji with the color, I can't tell that you can see any of that, but there's me, the orange, the purple. It's just beautiful on the Fuji. We got the orange, we got some purple in my skin. There's something magical about Fuji colors that you just don't have to touch, and it's that Eterna profile. It's so good, it's so good. I can't believe it. I was doing a side-by-side with my GH5s, and I was just like shocked at how much worse the GH5s was. In fact, I changed the profile completely because of how stupid it looked in comparison to the Fuji. We have the glorious Thunderbox GH5s on our left. We have the gleamingly unicorn horn Fuji XT3 on our right. What's more superior? You tell me right now. I want your opinion. I white balance both. You see that gray card? Oh, I put it up front. Unless, of course, the Fuji can't handle the demon light. I can handle it. Can you handle it? Fuji can shoot 10-bit, and I can't even read it. I gotta upgrade my whole life. My life path. It's off kilter. Look at that, demons. Demons in my heart. So I did it on this too. We're now in Cine D with some things brought down a little notch. We are loving our life. Now, one thing I pretty much guarantee, the Panasonic is more stable. It's glorious. And that's the only downside of the Fuji system, but it has so many other benefits, it's almost worth it. If this is stable enough, then I got my slow-mo, and I can zoom to like 85 mils on squirrels. Can you believe it? I will epic B-roll you soon. Oh, you wait for it. This, I can't do it. Sure, I could upgrade to the G9. It's not worth it. It's still stupid. Heavier. Actually, it is worth it. It's the perfect camera, my friend. I just had to take a break with this shoulder. This is the one that hurt, not that one. I could hold this all day long. Although I put the mic on this, that was the bad decision. We got a lav mic over here. I'm a moron. I subconsciously gave the Panasonic the advantage. I'm a panty fanboy. Nothing wrong with that. But the Fuji, you could win my heart too. Just need to be careful with you. You're delicate. You've had a lot of issues in the past, and I don't bring them up. You're coddled and loved now, and that's what matters. Oh, I felt that. I'm sorry. The only thing I don't love about the G85 is the lack of slow motion. That's the only thing it's missing. And the autofocus, when I do want to flip the camera around and focus on a squirrel, technically I could tap on them, but do they like that? I don't want to get bitten by a rabies squirrel. The black squirrels here are kind of scary. Uh-oh. Awkward timing on that joke. I love all beings of the world. How does the universe work out like that sometimes? I'll never know. I'll never know. So if I'm being honest with myself, I know that the Panasonic is more enjoyable for you. It's more stable, it's pleasing enough. You just don't get that slow motion. This is a selfish camera. It makes me look better. It makes me look healthier, and I can have fun with the slow motion. So this is a selfish camera to bring you squirrel love. Just let me do it. I wonder if I can change this to shutter mode without stopping the camera, and if it will be smoother stepping wise, because it does have those steps, doesn't it? I swear to God, if you stepped during that, I hope you trip on a banana peel. Okay, I just realized you can't change it. You can change the dials, but they don't actually change until you stop the camera. So now we're at like F30, probably. Let's see what changes the exposure more smoothly. Moving to backlit situations. There's a pigeon. Oh my God, there is a pigeon. He unites our life. The Fuji could slow-mo him right now, but the Panasonic can't. That is the disadvantage of Panasonic. Back on the Fuji. I'll have to review this footage, but I want to switch. For some reason, something's calling me over to this system. It's just the shakiness. I can't believe how many people think warp stabilizer is the answer to this. Y'all don't produce content on a daily basis. Do you know how long it takes? Just one little 10-second clip to render warp stabilizer on is like minutes. I would die. I would die. Although if your steps are Fuji Assassin steps, you'll make it. Oh, that's a lot of... It's impossible. People also say, oh, just stop. and talk. Shut your mouth. I got places to be. I like to vlog on my way to somewhere. So that would take me 20 years to get there. Oh, little Panasonic. Oh. You gotta be careful with that acquisition phase. And you lock it off. And you're good to go. So what do you think? Post it down below. Should I just keep this and not dream? Let me dream. Alright, we're done. Thank you for watching today. Subscribe for more videos after you bought a camera conspiracy shirt, and we'll see you in the next one.